This week we are in my dorm room, and instead of Bartholomew, we have misspelled Wonder Woman poster I bought for $10 at WizardCon. Okay. Alrighty. Take me out. This is a play written by Richard Greenberg, and he has written for TV shows in addition to at least 25 off-Broadway plays. He is most known for Take Me Out, which premiered in London and then moved to New York and finally opened on the Broadway stage in 2003. And it's went on to win many awards. And fun factoid, also attended Princeton, Harvard, and Yale. Ivy League threesome, you know? Whoa. Take Me Out is about an American baseball player named Darren Lemming, who is our protagonist. And alongside him, kind of like his sidekick and his bestie on the team, is Kippy Sunderstrom, who is the fourth wall breaking narrator. Other characters. There's also a hillbilly psychopath bigot named Shane Mungett. Sounds about right. Who is the antagonist of the show. And the overall theme or goal of the play is to find the big three in life, which is something that the character Davy introduces. Now, Davy is a baseball player from a competing team, kind of like Darren's team's rival, but Davy and Darren are like besties, and they go out for like drinks all the time, and they're, you know, bros. And then there's also another character who I believe is Darren's financial assistant. They're just weird friends. They like make little like snips that they're like kind of together but really not. They're just kind of like flirting with the idea of it. And is the introduction where Darren comes out of the closet, and his closest friend Kippy is like kind of peeved. Yes, I said peeved. He's peeved because he doesn't care that he's gay. He's just like, my guy. Like, couldn't have like told me before you told the entire world. I don't feel special no more. So story starts. Darren is like, by the way, don't like women sexually. And everyone's kind of like, oh. So kind of get this sense that he thinks he's better than the rest of his team. He has like this god complex. And baseball means a lot to Darren. It's kind of his thing. And Shane just kind of happened to be good at it. And he's not like connected with emotional reality at all. He like his parents were killed in a murder-suicide thing, and he was like foster home to foster home, and like baseball kind of got him out of that, I guess. Polar opposites, Darren and Shane. So the point of attack happens. Shane goes on the news and goes, ha, I'm racist. And I don't quite like having to share showers with some bad words that I won't say. But, you know, he's not a huge fan that Darren's on the team, because not only is Darren gay, but he is also half African American. The baseball metaphor is changing again. It says it's like staying away from baseball because it's sacred and can't be contaminated by the issues of race, gender, and sexuality. And first complication. Darren goes from God to human, and he's the victim. And he kind of said this because he wanted to quit baseball. He was expecting a negative reaction that would make it okay for him to leave the team. Second complication. Darren can't get his way, and he doesn't have power because Shane got suspended for saying all that nasty stuff on TV, but they're losing still, and the team decides unsuspend him, and he's coming back. And Darren's like, I'm gonna quit because I don't want him to be here. And then the metaphor changes again of baseball, where it is like emotions and shared human connections. The heart of America, it's the American sport. Then some really weird stuff happens. They're about to play a game against Davy's team, and it's the first time Davy will be seeing Darren since the big announcement. And Shane's coming back. And Darren and Shane are in the shower, and Darren does this whole, like, I know you've always been in love with me, and at the same time also insulting Shane. And kisses him, like sexually assaults him in the shower. So Act 2 ends with the third complication. They go out to play this game against Davy's team. And Shane is obviously upset because of prior events. And pitches a ball to Davy, hits him in the head, and he dies. And then the crisis. Shane gets arrested, and he won't talk, so Darren and Kippy go down to the station to talk to him, and he just goes berserk, like crazy. And he starts spouting out about how black people were born to die, and they never found enough evidence on him to convict him of anything, but he was banned from baseball forever. Our climax, which Darren and Kippy's team wins the World Series after this, but it's kind of like a melancholy win because it's been kind of a tragic year for them. And then Mason walks in, and Darren's like talking to him, and he gives him one of his championship rings and asks him to be his date to the party. But the following action, it would just be Mason stands there at the empty baseball field because it meant a lot to him. Overall, I think it was very well written. It made me uncomfortable, not in like a bad way, but it's one of the only stories I've ever read in which I didn't have a whole lot of reasons to side with the protagonist in certain situations. And I think it was written to be this way, to be more realistic of how people actually are. You know, everyone's kind of selfish. I really enjoyed Mason and his like positive, uplifting, and evolving understanding and connection to baseball. And I think it's worth reading or watching or whatever if anyone's interested in exploring LGBTQ plus literature and stuff. Also, I heard rumors that it's being performed, I think, on Broadway, and that the guy that played Jackson Avery in Grey's Anatomy is going to be playing Darren, and Brie